were somewhere around Barstow, on the edge of the desert, when the drugs began to take hold.
You're either in or you're out. Right now.
I want to gamble.
I never want to hear those words out of your mouth again.
Gambling is not your problem.
Has anybody ever told you before your bad luck?
Most gamblers, when they go to gamble, they go to win.
Those were my mother's dying words.
When we go to gamble, we go to lose. Show me the money.
Let's get out of here, man.
Show you the money.
Honestly, let's just go. Let's go to Vegas.
Jerry, I want you to say what you would mean it, brother. Show me the money!
It's the Sports Memory Vegas pregame show.
What is going on, everyone? It's personally my second favorite weekend of the year, second favorite gambling weekend of the year. We got 6 games. We have almost 20 hours of football, and we have a lot of gambling to do. So today we're just going to cover the Saturday games, but there is still so much to cover. JC, as usual, will have his daily fantasy picks. I will have some spread, over-unders, and prop picks, and we're going to go in order of the games today. And in my mind, we're kicking off with the best game of the weekend. Colts, Bills. I think this game is going to be a blast. It's a heck of a way to kick off Super Wildcard Weekend. And I'm going to start with my lock of the day in this game. I think there's going to be so many points. I think there's going to be so many yards. I love the over in this game. I'm currently getting it at 51. I think we're going to see something, and both teams are scoring in the 30s. I may even tease that up maybe 3 points and grab it at 54 and get a few more points on there. I love the over. Lock of the day. I also like a backdoor cover by the Colts. I know JC disagrees a little bit, but I'm also taking Colts plus 6.5, but not my upset special. I do like Buffalo to win this game. I don't like the money line so much because it's too much negative money, but I am taking Colts plus 6.5 and over 51 with a potential teaser of 54. JC, who do you like in this game?
Well, yeah, today's going to be a big game script kind of game. The Colts have allowed the least rushing yards over the last 3 weeks, and in that same span, the most passing yards, which is perfect because Buffalo can't run the football, and they're great at passing. So I think, Josh Allen's going to have a great day. Diggs is going to have a great day. That offense is going to have a great day. But that game script is going to be a lot of passes, a lot of offensive plays for both teams. It should be high scoring. My one concern for the Colts is Rivers hasn't gone over 20 fantasy points since week 11. He's played Houston twice, Las Vegas, Jacksonville, and Tennessee during that span. Do you think he breaks 20 today?
Yeah, again, playoff Phil. I mean, this is probably his last go around. Maybe I'm putting too much emphasis into that, but I think we see good Phil today. People that have hung around on this show, they've known that I've taken almost a Phil interception almost every week as a prop. I'm not doing that today. I'm staying away. I'm expecting good Phil. His over-under in passing yards is 265. What do you think about that?
That seems like a pretty good number. And you got to figure, I would say probably 2 touchdowns, 265 is about right, and then an interception for him. I do like the interception there, which is why I asked you.
Yeah. Some other props here. I absolutely love. I love Stephon Diggs. I like him as an anytime touchdown. It's currently plus money. He knows how to find the end zone, and Josh Allen loves him. He's plus money. I couldn't believe that. I figured he'd be minus 107, minus 110, but he's plus 115 as an anytime touchdown. Another guy I like, and again, we had some disagreements in our prep. I like Jonathan Taylor over 73.5 yards. What are your feelings on Jonathan Taylor today?
Again, it's going to be about game flow, but I did look. Nyheim Hines, he's been a decent fantasy producer, but he's had around a 30% snap count since week 12. So it's Jonathan Taylor's backfield. They can control the game a little bit, keep the Bills off the field. He should have a pretty good day. And I'm curious, are there any good Jack Doyle props out there?
Jack Doyle props. Let me look on touchdown scorer. I have him on DraftKings as plus 3,300 first touchdown, plus 525 anytime touchdown.
So I had Jack Doyle in a bunch of lineups. The Bills allow league high in targets to tight ends. And it's going to be a high-scoring game. Jack Doyle is very cheap on DraftKings. I like him to get a touchdown this week. There we go,
plus 525. I mean, getting 6-1 payout. That's a heck of a play right there. Throw $10 at that and profit $50. It's a great play by JC. Another one, again, just because he's been hot. I haven't really seen this kind of 180 from a player in a while. T.Y. Hilton went from largely droppable in regular fantasy formats to a must play. He is plus 1,600. I love those 4-digit odds as we're going to get to in later games. So plus 1,600 T.Y. Hilton first touchdown. So to recap, I like Buffalo money line, Colts to cover, and the over with a possible tease, and Hilton and Diggs to score, and Jonathan Taylor, because really I think that's the Colts' only way to win is time of possession, because you got to keep the ball away from Josh Allen and that offense that just hung 56 on a very good Miami defense.
Absolutely.
Moving into what I think is the least interesting game, and is the middle game there, Rams Seahawks. Hard to know what you're going to get with Goff. There maybe hasn't been a polarizing team, as you know. You got the Seahawks and the Steelers is probably the best worst teams in the league right now. Pretty difficult to predict. I'm going Seattle money line simply because if you look at their record under Carroll at home, it's pretty significant. But I think this is an ugly game. This is an under I like, and you're going to see a theme between today and tomorrow with the under. So 42 points is an awfully low amount. But again, I think this is like a 19-13, a 17-9. I think this is a heinous game to watch. Is there any players at all, JC, you like in this game?
Yeah, it's a tough one for sure. And if you're going to play like a captain game with just these guys, but I think to your point, I would go with Seattle today too. At the end of the day in the playoffs, you're going to take the best quarterback to win. I think Russell Wilson could have a sneaky game. I do like Cam Akers today because whether it's Goff or Wolford, they're going to need a lot of help. They're going to need to get some checkdowns out there. They're going to need to run the ball, and they should be able to keep Seattle from scoring super high. That uses a better game script for him. Cooper Kupp's active today. I kind of like him in the slot as a potential player to play, but I don't like him too much. But yeah, I don't know. That's kind of what I'm thinking. It's a really tough game to predict.
Yeah. There's no player maybe in the league that I hate as a person and love as a player as much as Jalen Ramsey. There's a weird prop out there, plus 900. That's 10-1 odds that Jalen Ramsey gets an interception. I'm taking a flyer. I'm taking a $10 bet on a Jalen Ramsey interception today.
Why not?
So he shut down Metcalf. That's another prop I like in this. I like Metcalf under yards and under receptions. Jalen Ramsey has completely shut him down. Are you playing Metcalf in any lineups?
I am in one or two. I think either Metcalf or Terry McLaurin is going to have a playoff moment today, and I think if it's going to be somebody, it's going to be Seattle at home. Russ hitting Metcalf deep to maybe win the game. It's just like it's his time to come through to get over that Ramsey hump. And he did play better against them the last time they played. He had 6 receptions, 59 yards, which is a pretty good floor for him. So maybe he's over that hump today. So I'm going to play him a little bit.
Yeah. Are you touching anyone in that Seattle backfield?
No, I'm not.
No, the Rams defense is just too tough. Another one that I like. is I like the under in Russell Wilson passing yards, 254.5. He hasn't thrown over 250 in the Rams for like the past 2.5 seasons. So again, I think this is an ugly game. Stay away from players because I think this can go either way. I flip flop back and forth on if maybe this was my upset special, but I don't like Goff at all. I actually like it better with Wofford.
Couple weeks. In terms of points allowed, they've improved a ton, so they're really trending in the right direction.
It's wild. We're talking about Seattle's defense more than we're talking about Seattle's offense.
Yeah,
which is wild. All right, let's get to the nightcap here. Tampa Bay, Washington. I flip flopped on this spread, which is why I'm advising everyone here to stay away from it because. Again, I've seen it as low as 7.5. I've seen it as high as 10. DraftKings, which is what we use, currently has it at 9. I like Tampa Bay to cover by 9. But if you can get to that 10, I like Washington if it's a double-digit line. But my advice would be stay away. Stay away from it. It's a super good line. If you're looking for anything here, again, another under. I think you're looking at maybe a 23-20, a 20-12. I'm thinking again, you see just a slow, methodical game managing game by both quarterbacks because honestly, all Tampa Bay has to do is not lose this game because Washington certainly can't win it. Is there any players here you like in this game? Because I know I got a couple.
I do too. Yeah, I think it's kind of an interesting game. I don't even know if I'd want to take the points. If you're going to go for it, go full money line, but don't take my advice. I don't know what I'm talking about. But this is all about matchups for me. So looks like Mike Evans is going to play. So Kyle Fuller should be on him. Ronald Darby will be on AB. But their slot corner, Jimmy Moreland, allows 6.2 yards per target and is giving up a catch rate of 71.8%.
That's screaming Godwin.
So, Chris Godwin, right? Chris Godwin should be able to eat over the middle. If Evans goes out, that makes an opportunity for Scotty Miller. But right now, go for Godwin. And then Sims. Sorry, go ahead.
Godwin's currently at 61.5 yards receiving. I like that over.
I do too.
Yeah. All right, go ahead on the other side of the ball.
Yeah, my bad. So, but Cam Sims, I know that Carlton Davis is going to be shadowing Terry McLaurin as well. Jamel Dean has had a lot of trouble covering all year. Cam Sims is a big guy. He's been over 90% snap count over the last 5 weeks. He's getting about 6.6 targets per game. I think he comes down with a touchdown today.
Yeah, you love him. I mean, the over-under for Cam Sims is only 35.5 yards. I know you're hammering that prop. Let me see what his touchdown score odds are because I got to imagine they're pretty good. Apologize to the listeners here. Plus 475 anytime touchdown. That's pretty tempting to take.
There with him and Jack Doyle. Oh baby,
there we go. That almost seems like your play of the day. Jack Doyle and Cam Sims. Those are some deep takes, and they could pay out handsomely. I have probably my funnest prop bet. Not one I'm throwing too much money on, but I like Tom Brady plus 2,800 for first touchdown. I think that's probably more of an indictment on the Tampa Bay backfield than it is the likelihood that happens. But that's just a super fun one. Throw $5-10 at for a vintage Tom Brady sneak. A guy you and I both like that was almost my lock of the day. Logan Thomas over 3.5 receptions. What do you think about Logan Thomas today, JC?
I can't believe it's at 3.5 receptions.
Yep.
That doesn't make any sense to me. They've just been peppering him. They have trouble getting the ball on the outside. Yeah, I'd love that. I might just go put some money down on that myself.
Yeah, no, it's again, I hate doing locks of the day on props, but I saw that and I was like, yeah, that's an absolute no-brainer. I think he probably gets double-digit targets. He might get 10 targets and 6 or 7 catches.
Yeah,
at least.
Yeah, I have him in a lot of flexes just because he's kind of working in there in some lineups too. So yeah, I love Logan Thomas.
Let's talk about that Washington backfield. If you had to choose between Gibson or McKissick, are you playing either one of them? Are you staying away? What are your thoughts about that Washington backfield?
In terms of like the lineups, I have zero of them in the game at all. But yeah, I guess you would probably have to lean Gibson because he does get some pass work from McKissick. He's at the higher snap count. And I don't know. It's a bad matchup for both of them. I don't particularly like it for either.
Yeah, no, it's certainly tough. So yeah, you're saying stay away from the Washington backfield. All right. So again, just to kind of recap, my lock of the day is over on the Colts at 51 with a potential tease up to 54. JC loves Cam Sims and Jack Doyle. As we both explained, there's great plus money in both of those for touchdown scorers, and we both love Logan Thomas over 3.5 receptions. I have a fun little parlay that pays out almost 6-1 here at plus 472. I like the over in the Buffalo Indy game, Seattle money line, and Tampa Bay Washington at 44.5. The under. So hammering unders. I think it's a great slate of football today. Do you have a best bet, JC?
Best bet. I would take the Bills minus 6.5. I think it's not going to be particularly close if I were to take one of the games today. But if I don't see y'all tomorrow because I've just recommended Cam Sims and Jack Doyle and I get fired, it's been fun, guys.
There we go. JC hanging his hat on some deep takes on Jack Doyle and Cam Sims. All right, everyone. We will be back tomorrow morning. JC is TBD, depending how he goes. And as always, best of luck out there, you degenerates. See ya.